If you can all hear me, I hope you're having a great time. It's only $2 a drink. There's a donation box, so put it in the till outside. Damo's going to say a few words because he's first up, and he's eagerly looking forward to it. So here you go, Dame.
Thanks very much, Tom.
Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
Pretty quiet. First of all, I'd like to thank Fitzy's mum for hosting us tonight. If it's anything like Fitzy's 30th, there'll be soup served on the terrace at about 11 o'clock tonight. Mrs. Fitzy, you must have known that your son's 40th would be held at your house tonight because, as we know, Fitzy will do anything to save a few bucks. He even looked up some websites where he'd actually get paid to host the party, but the swingers clubs in Coogee were all booked out. However, to be fair, I know Fitzy was going to spend up big on a venue in the city, but unfortunately Michelle took all the cash he'd saved up for that. So I'm just going to go over a few of my experiences through the years with Chris Fitzgerald.
Take a photo.
Fitzy, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you. I'd like to congratulate you, Fitzy, on retiring before the age of 40. You're the envy of us all. Fitzy grew up in the tough streets of South Coogee, where he attended Coogee South Public School. Yes, you heard right, Coogee South Public School, not South Coogee Public School. I mean, what hope did Fitzy have if the school name was dyslexic to start off with? I believe the fact that he went to school with all the kids from the households led to his social worker diagnosing him with the unfortunate long-term disease we all know he suffers from, homo thrifty tight-arseness. But a bit more on that later on. From Coogee South, he then moved to that great bastion of education, Randwick Boys High, with such famous alumni as the Anita Kobe Killers, Roger Rogerson and Arthur the Drunk from Coogee Bay Road. It's here that Fitzy honed in his core skills that we still see today. He learned how to make a bong out of an orchard bottle from the Aussie kids, the importance of property acquisition from the Greek and Italian kids, and how to work a karaoke machine from the Asian kids. From all accounts, the recent 20-year reunion was a corker, except numbers were a bit down because all of cell block H from Long Blade. Fitzy loved high school, so much he did his HSC twice. I don't think it was because he focused on sport more than study the first time around. I think it was so he could hold on to his student concession travel card for as long as possible, or it could have been so he could go to schoolies twice. Still, that doesn't explain why he was a toolie 5 years running. He then went on to the Uni of New South Wales to study accounting. At the advice of his student counsellor, he decided to go for an occupation that matched his personality. So it was at uni and Randwick Rugby Colts where I first met Fitzy. He'd rock up to training riding a posties motorcycle, which was a loan from what he hoped to be his future employer. He so loved riding that bike with the feeling of the wind through his bald spot. I have to admit though, Fitzy was an excellent footballer. Hard as nails and fast. So fast that when he ran, his hair would fall out along the way. Unfortunately, it never grew back. But in all seriousness, I actually think that Fitzy still has hair. It's just that he shaves it to save money on shampoo and conditioner. Or it may be that he shaved it when he was 20, so he could put on a girl's wig, because girls drank for free on Tuesday at Archie's. Before our games in the dressing room, I often wondered how Fitzy got himself motivated to put on the big hits. Because when we're all shouting and smashing the lockers, he'd be sitting in the corner reading the program. He played winger on the field and professional wingman off the field for most of the blokes in this room tonight. It was around this time that his love affair with the rugby club, the Amber Ale, and of course girls commenced. The old Ruggers was a perfect Fitzy pickup joint. $2 schooners, 70s and 80s music, and boilers right for the picnic. Those were the days. You probably all know that recently the rugby club went out of business. I think this was because Fitzy decided to drink more often at the Coogee Diggers. We also did a bit of beach sprinting at Bronte for a while and have played about 1,000 games of touch together. I was one of the UFOs that played in the family touch team, and by UFO I mean unidentified Fitzgerald offspring. One year, Fitzy arranged for a Touch of Class brothel to be our sponsor and provide the Man of the Match award each week. Needless to say, Fitzy got the club record for the most tries that season. Fitzy has always seen himself as a bit of a ladies' man. I believe Fitzy's first sexual experience resulted in her saying, "Oh look, just get off me, will you?" The accounting degree has certainly come in handy for keeping a ledger on the number of breakups he's had. Like Nicole, who bossed him around like she was his mum. Felicity, his biggest mistake was to mention the C word, commitment, in the first month of their relationship. Then there was Michelle. Enough said of her, let's move on. So Fitzy signed up to all the dating sites now that it's the year 2014, and the Rum Jungle and Dolphin Street have closed, and Randy's banned him for being too young. He's on all the dating sites, RSVP, eHarmony, hornyhousewives.com. I haven't felt the touch of a human in months.com, etc, etc. But I'm sorry to say, to all the single girls here tonight, that apparently there's a new girl on the scene. A paramedic of all people, which will certainly come in handy once you go to a music festival with him. Fitzy, I'm sure you'll find the perfect girl soon. Someone who likes the races, is okay with every second week being a boys' weekend away, likes to travel all over the world whenever he wants at the drop of a hat, can cook in a $20,000 kitchen which only been used to cook McCain's pizza for one, doesn't mind going Dutch on restaurant bills, and doesn't mind you playing golf 6 hours a day and going on long romantic walks to the Robin Hood for karaoke. Fitzy's very musical, as we all know. Growing up in the eastern suburbs version of the Von Trapp family assured him of that. Although he's only 40, he has the musical taste of a 60-year-old. If it's newer than ELO, he doesn't want to know about it. When we were about 20, he thought Triple J was having 3 spliffs in a row. There's $100 to anyone who can keep him, or Cripsy, away from the playlist tonight. Lately, Fitzy's been playing guitar on Sundays at the Legion Club, which is ironic because I wouldn't describe the 3 pensioners and 1 barmaid in the town exactly as a legion of people. Fitzy, in all seriousness, you're a good mate, smart, athletic, and always willing to lend a hand for your mates. Someone who sees the lighter side of life and doesn't take things too seriously. I enjoy having a beer and a yarn with you and watching the Wicks and our regular surf club gym sessions. Despite you being one of the only 40-year-olds to still wear budgie smugglers, I'm sure your family are proud of all your efforts in life and especially thankful of all the work you did managing your father's affairs recently. I'm sure the old man and Nana are spiking the punch for you up on the Planet Dogstar tonight. Happy birthday, and I'll see you at your 80th.
Thanks very much. That was solid without being brilliant. Cousin Kath is up next.
Jackie now.